want you to write down on a piece of paper all the businesses in Orange City that you can think of.
Oh my.
I'll give you a couple minutes, 2 or 3.
Alright. I just went to the outlet, do the outlet store. Doing a K outlet.
Pizza Ranch.
Mexican restaurant. There's the big. There's the Casey's. And then the other 2 gas stations. Sinclair Oil Company.
Advanced Brands.
Advanced Brands. There's the and what's that hair salon design?
LK.
Bonbars.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called though.
The Sunset.
We got Elko.
Sunset.
Downs.
What else?
LK.
Feeling like I don't know that.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh,
There's that the meat store.
Wall Street.
Super 8.
Casey.
Dollar.
No, that's
Which one's
Industrial
still
Man.
All the gas stations. Casey's, Dutch Mart, Sinclair.
Does the bank count? Just generic.
Iowa State.
There's like that. Oh, what about the restaurants? So
Yeah.
like
Which
the
one?
Bible convention.
Oh yeah.
Szechuan.
But then,
I don't know. Just guess.
but then there's also a different kind of like.
Netherlanders.
Oh, the
I don't know.
There's no Subway.
Hallmark.
Oh, it's a donut shop.
Yeah, we have that one.
Alright class, you got a lot of them there?
Yeah.
Alright. You can get back in the line there. Good. Alright. Chances are that out of those businesses that you wrote down, they can fall into 3 different categories of types of businesses that we're going to learn about. So, the first type of business that we're going to learn about is called a sole proprietorship. Anybody have any guesses of what this is?
One owner.
One owner. Good. Good. So the definition of a sole proprietorship is a form of business organization that is owned and managed by one individual who assumes all the risk of loss and receives all the profits. All right. So, what do you think some advantages of sole proprietorship is? Sole proprietorship business.
Even the owner, you get all the money.
Good. Get all the money.
You can make all the decisions.
Get all the decisions. That's good. Owner, complete control. You might want to be writing these down as I write them down because I might have a quiz later this week on this. So, any other ones that we got advantages?
You don't have to make as much money to support other workers. So you can be a smaller business.
Smaller business, yeah, that's good. Good. Let's see here. You got a lot of good ones here. Another one that we might have is there's low startup costs for small business. And sole proprietorship is one of the most common business types that we're going to talk about. What do you think some disadvantages are? Yep. It all comes down to you, so you get all the control. That can be a good thing and a bad thing, because everything comes back to you. What's that?
No one would blame.
No one blame?
Except yourself. No extra vacation.
No extra vacation, that's
It
good.
takes a lot of time. There's
Yeah,
all your time.
all your time, that's good. One that maybe you didn't think of was, because you're a small business, you don't have a lot of resources to bring income in, so, that can be hard. Like, bigger businesses have more sources of people giving them money to start it up, so, good. The next type of business organization is called a partnership. So anybody got any guesses of how many owners that would be? 2, good. Alright, so the definition is a form of business organization that is owned by 2 or more individuals who assume all the risk of loss and profit. So, same thing as a sole proprietorship, it's run a lot like a sole proprietorship, but instead there's 2 owners, 2 or more individuals can be owning it. So, right here we had sole proprietorship. Right here we'll put partnership. Advantages and disadvantages. Anybody got any ideas of what the benefit of having 2 owners or more would be? Good. That's good. Share responsibility. We kind of talked with sole proprietorship where you have complete control, but that means you get all your time's taken up by it. But if you have two or 3 or 4 owners working together, then they can help you out with all the duties and stuff. Anything else you got?
Collaborate.
Yeah,
Bounce ideas off each other.
good.
More labor or more hours to put in to be done.
Yeah, you can get more done.
So have more startup capital, so you can start a better business faster. A
Good.
better business faster.
Good, that's good. Startup costs. Startup costs are still low, but they're even lower because you have 2 more people or another person. So, what do you think some disadvantages of partnership would be?
Share the profit.
Yeah, good. Share the money.
Partners don't always agree on how to get things done.
Exactly. So you can collaborate with each other, but sometimes that can cause conflict within the company. Anything else? One thing that the book talked about was that with sole proprietorships and partnerships, you have unlimited liability, so everything's coming back to you, kind of like what we talked about, so unlimited liability. Alright. Last type of business is a corporation. Any ideas what this is?
Lots of people control.
Yeah. So this is a little bit more complicated. It's a form of business organization that is created by law, functions as a separate legal entity, and is owned by 2 or more individuals called stockholders. Stockholders are at risk only for the amount of their financial investment. So, in a corporation, you have owners, which are anybody that buys stock in your company. So, you could buy stock in a company that you're not even a part of, and you technically own that stock. And that's why you'd be called a stockholder. if you own one stock, say, then you have one vote in the company, is basically how it goes. If you own 1% of the company's stock, you have one vote in the company. So what they do is they have corporations hire a board of directors, and that's kind of how the corporation runs, and that's like kind of the bosses of the company. So, what do you think are some advantages and disadvantages of having a corporation?
None of them really
Good.
more money.
Exactly. More money. It's also easier. It's easier to raise money with all the people, obviously. Any other ideas? One thing is with large companies they have specialized management, so that really helps because owners don't have to worry about the accounting part. They hire people to do that for them, right? What do you think are some disadvantages?
No one person can make a decision on this.
Yeah, it takes a while. It takes a long time to make decisions. Another thing is it's the most expensive type of business to organize. So that's one thing you can write down. And since it says it's a separate legal entity, so that means that they're probably going to be more closely followed by the law. So people are going to be looking at your books, making sure that you're not messing with them. All right. So before you leave, I want you to take one of the businesses that you wrote down at the start, and when you walk out the door, I'll be standing there, and write down the business. Tell me what kind of business you think it is that falls into these three categories, and then tell me one advantage of having that type of business. Okay, and tomorrow we'll go into those businesses, we'll go into what types of businesses are here in Oregon City, so you kind of have a feel for that, all right? So I'll be meeting you at the door, all right?